Hello everyone, welcome back to the Revival and to the FA Cup final at Konami Stadium against Manchester United. Since we've last met, we took on Everton in the Premier League in a dead rubber fixture. We won that 1-0 with a heavily rotated side. Joe Linton coming up trumps, getting us the goal halfway through the second half. It was a poor game, but as you would expect with so many players rotated in, the unity took a hell of a beating, and there wasn't much in the way of fluidity in the way that the team played. That being said, we've got a full complement available to us today, everybody in good form. No need to worry about anything other than we need to make sure that Fazio and Hummels... Oh dear, look at Hummels. Okay, sorry Mats, but it looks like you're missing out today, my friend. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, with that being the case, this is going to be our lineup for the day. Going to be Willems, Fazio, Todibo and Henriks across the back. Gunn in goal, as always, in important occasions. Isaac Hayden will be forming a defensive shield in front of that defence. Nkunku and Shelvey will be giving the service towards St. Maximin, Werner and Vinicius Jr. up front. Looks like Manchester United are pretty much unchanged from their current lineup in real life, with the exception that they have, I can't make out his name because Lindelof's fat head is in the way, but it looks like they have James Milner playing for them. That will be a very unpopular decision with some Liverpool fans and with some Manchester United fans, it has to be said. Pizzi is playing for them in the attacking midfield role behind the centre forward, and that is Pellegrini that's playing for them up front. Rashford only making the bench despite being the better player. There must be something about Pellegrini that we're going to have to keep an eye on. He wouldn't get in front of Rashford in an FA Cup final unless he was good. So there we go, playing in the home strip with black and white stripes against the Red Devils themselves, Manchester United. This will be good practice for us for the Champions League final. A one-off cup final against a good team. Hopefully we can put things together and put in a pretty dominant performance, at least a good performance. And there we go, Konami Stadium. Doesn't it look familiar? It looks very, very familiar. If you called it Wembley, I wouldn't have been able to tell you the difference at a glance. So here we go. In fact, I'm just going to refer to it as Wembley. So here we are, Newcastle United in their first FA Cup final since probably, what, 1998, I think, maybe? Maybe they made another one since then. I'm sorry, my history is not too good with Newcastle. I just remember Arsenal playing them in an FA Cup final around the turn of the century. There are the Man United fans. Most of them had had a short journey up from London. National anthem ringing out, as is the tradition at an FA Cup final. Every big occasion marked by this anthem. Isaac Hayden, the only player there to actually have a vested interest in observing that anthem, but oh well, what can we say? Good players are good players, regardless of where they come from. Of course, I'm forgetting Shelvey. John Joe Shelvey, very much an Englishman through and through as well. So there we are, that's the lineup for today. Oh, Angus Gunn, I forgot about Gunn as well, Jesus H Christ. Okay, well, aren't I the idiot? There's the Manchester United lineup. James Milner, no doubt a regen, or sorry, yes, no, a regen at this point. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still in the job somehow. And Pellegrini getting a little bit of the limelight at the beginning of the match, along with the Manchester United goalkeeper and Vinicius Jr. Right, the time is now, boys. It's time to write your names in the history books, and that's not the right way to start that. Okay, header won by Hayden, back to Shelvey, into Tadibo. The fullback's already well up the pitch. There's Werner, he's got a chance already. Good save from the goalkeeper. Goes out for a corner. Manchester United expecting the 1-2 with the fullback. Instead, Maximan finding his centre forward instead. Goes out for a corner. We'll see what we can do from here. Nkunku back on corner duties. Just flights a straight ball into the box. Oh, that's a wicked cross. Flat, fast. Lob ball over to the other side, just a bit too long for Willems to be able to get onto. It's a nice idea, just the execution slightly off. Manchester United awarded the throw-in. They lob it forward to Pellegrini. He's not able to get hold of it. To Hayden now. Plays it forward to Nkunku. Sees his man on the left wing. Can't quite beat the man in front of him though. And now Manchester United with a long raking ball through, and this could be danger for Newcastle. It's a great save from Angus Gunn, who comes running out. And here's Werner up the other end. It's a chance for Newcastle United, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Newcastle now edge of the United box, looking to penetrate. And Henriks is just offside there. It's a shame, it was a good move. Oh, it's not even slight really, is it? There's daylight between him and the last defender. Manchester United with the free kick to restart the match. Their passing accuracy nowhere near Newcastle's. I sold his man a little bit short there as Nkunku. Shelvey will pick up on the loose ball though, and Newcastle can restart from the back. Willems into Nkunku. Back to Willems again. Makes the run. Does Willems find him? He does. Nkunku's got a chance here if he can get on the ball. Crosses into the box. Here's Werner. He can't win the header. Hayden doing a good job of mopping up, recycling the ball where he needs to. Ah, it's a good reverse ball. Don't know what's happened here. It looks like a free kick has been given against Newcastle. Really? Well, Werner is confused. So am I. I have no idea how a free kick is given in that situation. He's literally kicked by the United defender, Bailey. I can never pronounce his name properly. Through ball to Werner, he's onside. Has he got the chance to put one up? He has. Werner scores the opening goal of the FA Cup final. It's classic Werner. It's classic Newcastle. One in midfield. Vinicius Jr. looks up, plays the through ball to a very much onside Werner, and on his weaker side he just flights it past the despairing goalkeeper into the side of the net. Pogba left all ends up there. Werner showing the strength to keep his man at bay just long enough to dispatch the ball, and look at what it means to those Newcastle players. Long ball again from United, seemingly not learning from the fact that they can't win these long balls. Here's Werner, he's through on goal again. He's played it out to Maximan. Back to Werner, he's got a chance. The goalkeeper digs his side out there. Brilliant goalkeeping, terrible defending. Fantastic reaction save from the goalkeeper. Comes out, clears it, and Nkunku's back on the ball. Tries to play it in early, manages to get it to a teammate. Oh, that's a very physical challenge there. I think that's Martial, the number 4. No, Lingard, sorry. I thought Martial was number 14. Apparently not. But it will be a free kick on the right-hand side of the United penalty area. Nkunku is the natural choice. Oh, I'm tempted to give it to Willems just because he's got a left foot on him. It's from a way out. He does hit it. The goalkeeper takes it. No trouble at all. A little bit too close to him. Not enough curve on that shot. And the ball is pumped upfield with great power and precision. But Newcastle able to get onto it after an errant pass forward. Really, Newcastle benefiting from the fact that Manchester far too quick to play a killer ball. Out wide left to Willems. Plays it forward to Junior. Nice little lob ball in. Maximan right down the throat of the goalkeeper. No trouble for him whatsoever. Good long throw, but unfortunately well, actually, Manchester United coming out the better of that. It looked for all the will in the world that Newcastle were going to win that header, but somehow United coming out of possession. And in fact, they do win the throw-in. Maximan gets in front of his man there. And here he is now. Pace to burn. We know Maximan well. He's got lots of pace in those legs. Cross into the box, just behind his teammate. But Willems on the other side puts the ball back in. Werner can't get his head on the ball. Willems back on it now. Plays it through. Nkunku crosses it. Werner, surely 2-0. It is. With unerring skill and accuracy, Werner tucks it away for the second goal of the game, thanks to a brilliant pass by Nkunku from the left-hand side. Nkunku alive to the possibility that Willems was going to play that ball, got himself in a good position, just played it nice and low to his striker, and Werner is 2 up now, as is Newcastle United. Brilliant passage of play from the black and whites. And Manchester have been torn asunder here. And if it continues like this, it could be a cricket score. Nkunku closed down a little bit early there, unable to get the ball away. He's on the ball now though. Here's Maximan. Tackled well. Good ball from Nkunku. Werner's free in the middle if they can find him. They can't quite manage it. The pass not accurate enough. Good play by Werner, getting himself into that position. Nkunku winning the ball very high up from the header into Werner. Here's Maximan on the right-hand side. Can he get onto it? He can't. Ball cleared. And at half-time, it's Newcastle United 2, Manchester United 0. We've been here before against Valencia. The second half is going to need dedicated defending, good midfield play. But looking at the tail of the tape at half-time, it doesn't look like Manchester United are anywhere getting back into this game. But it's funny how quickly football can change. Second half, no changes from Newcastle United. Manchester have made the change, and we saw it coming. Marcus Rashford coming on for Pellegrini. Going to have to be a little bit more alive to the fact that United are going to be dangerous in the final third now. Rashford a better proposition, more dangerous proposition. Oh, hello, Werner could get his hat-trick here. He has got his hat-trick. It's 3-0 to Newcastle, and the German has run away with it. He's going to take the match ball home today. It's 3-0 to Newcastle. And if that doesn't put this cup final beyond Manchester United, it certainly made it a lot more difficult for them. Goalkeeper should have done better, but it's harsh to criticise him. because he's really tried his best to keep his team in the tie with a couple of fantastic saves in the first half. But what's he doing? He should have made himself big. He should have gone low. Oh dear, oh dear. Long ball forward from United, picked up by Newcastle, but the loose ball recovered by Manchester. Here's Willems now. Plays the ball forward to Junior. Oh, he's in the clear here. Surely number 4 for Werner. It is number 4 for Werner. A cultured finish with his right foot. All he had to do was place it past the goalkeeper. And this is getting embarrassing for the Manchester contingent now. What was the defender doing? Checked his run, left Werner all by himself, and there was only ever going to be one result from that. Vinicius Junior with a delightful through ball. Even if the defender had stuck with Werner, he put him right where he needed to be, and all he has to do is open up his body and curl the ball past the goalkeeper. Nothing that the goalie can do about that one, unfortunately. 4-0 to Newcastle United, and Timo Werner is on the go for his second hat-trick. He's already got a double brace. Shelvey. Long forward ball into Maximan, who sees Henriks on the right-hand side, plays it into him. There's the cross. A little bit early. And Nkunku, deflection takes all of the power off of it. Wins the header, plays it into Werner. Here's Junior now on the left-hand side. Can he do anything with it? Plays it back to Nkunku. Can't quite get to it, unfortunately. Not enough pace on the ball. Intercepted by Manchester United, and now they're looking to try to rescue something from this game. If not rescue the tie, then certainly a little bit of pride. Shelvey wins it. Newcastle on the break. No, Werner just not able to position himself quite right. And the end result being Manchester win the ball back. Oh, and here's a chance at the other end. Rashford. Angus Gunn. Didn't have to do too much to save it. It was pretty much straight at him, but his reactions were really vital to clawing it away. We'll watch this from the reverse angle. You can see it's right at him, but he still needs to react well to get a strong hand on the ball. That's all he has to do all day. He looks very pleased with himself. Vinicius Junior, shortest man on the pitch, is covering the near post. Oh, for goodness sake. The player auto-select really doing me over, selecting entirely the wrong player. Here's Maximan. Can he use his pace to good effect here? Oh, he's done him. Ah, no, he just loses it at the last second. It's a real shame. He did everything except really score the goal that he richly deserved. Headed back to the goalkeeper. Nice and calm. No pressure on it at all. Newcastle play the ball back out into Hummels. Back to Nkunku now. Junior running down the left flank. There he is on the ball. He sees Werner. Floats across in. It's a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. No joy from that. And now Newcastle looking to make a change. It's a triple change from Newcastle United, which is unusual at this point in the game. Normally they'd wait a little bit later if they were going to do that. But on come the 3 new faces. Fresh legs, which is just going to make things even worse for Manchester. Here's Almiron. Ball into Junior. Can't quite get it right. It goes out for a corner. Actually, it goes out for a throw-in, beg your pardon. Wanfran right hand side, plays the cross in. It's a beautiful cross. defender does a very good job of getting ahead of his man. Newcastle playing around with the ball now, really. No pressure on them whatsoever. Oh, surely number 4, number 5 even. It's not Paredes with his first chance on goal. You would have given him good odds on extending Newcastle's lead there, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. And Kunku swings it in. Ball comes out to Willems. Plays it to Hayden. He's going to hit one, and it goes harmlessly wide. It's on his weaker foot. Can't blame the lad for trying at 4-0 up. There's no harm in doing it. Everyone wants to score a goal in the cup final. Oh, that's a loose ball. Newcastle let the possession slip, and Manchester looking for their consolation goal now. Will they get it? They're flooding forward, adding numbers to the attack in the desperate attempt. But here we are, Newcastle on the break. It's a bad pass. Terrible pass, really. What was he thinking? Was he thinking? There's a foul there. It's going to be a free kick to United. I'm not entirely sure what was wrong with any of that. Literally just two players colliding with each other. Again, I'll throw the call out there, Konami. If anyone related to Konami are watching this, and I doubt they are, but if they are, please, for goodness sake, have a look at this. This is maddening. Free kicks being given away because two players came together innocently. Here's Junior. Maximan. He's got one man to beat. I wouldn't bet against him fucking this up. Out to Juanfran. Plays ball into the box. Here's Paredes. Just over the bar. Probably should have played it to his left instead of to his right. Surely that's all she wrote. We're into the last minute. And that's it. It's a FA Cup win for Newcastle United. They've done the domestic double, and now thoughts turn to Europe and the possibility of an unwarranted treble. Pogba really disappointed. I can understand why. You know, Paul, if you want to come and play for a winning team that have United at the end of their name, I'm only a phone call away. Todibo, ecstatic at winning an FA Cup, hugs his manager. Wasn't that long ago he was thinking about leaving the club. He might even still, you know. A shame that club captain Mats Hummels isn't able to share in these celebrations, being injured. Sorry, not being injured, but just being out of sorts. Left, not even on the bench today. I'm sure he won't take it personally. He's an experienced player, and he will be getting an FA Cup winners' medal, having played in pretty much all of the games leading up to it. But there we go, what a result, and look at the performance there. 26 interceptions, 13 shots, 10 of them on target, 61% possession, almost 150 passes played. It's a heck of a game, heck of a performance. What a team. 4-0 final score. And still all the defenders only get a 5. Timo Werner scores 4 goals, gets an 8.5. Yep, that rating system works. So there we go, Newcastle United FA Cup winners with a dominating 4-0 victory in the final, replicating the result that they got in the semi-finals. So that's it. That is everything for another week on the Master League for the Toon Revival. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. On Monday, it will be the Champions League final. Can we finally put the ghosts of last season to rest? Can we do what Kevin Keegan unfortunately was never able to do with the great entertainers? Can we bring home the European Champions League? Find out on Monday. Take care. Bye bye.